Everybody, silver hits $40 today. Will it keep on rising? I think so. We're going to talk about this discussion today. Everybody, this is Max Stacker. Today we're going to talk about silver. It hit $40 today on Labor Day. As recording of this video, it is about 2:30 in the afternoon. We're going to talk about LBMA shortages. We're going to talk about the tariffs that they used to have at the early part of the year, and now in April they don't have tariffs on silver. And we're going to talk about the Fed meetings that are going to be happening pretty soon, and solid-state batteries, and our basically prediction forecast of what's going to happen with silver. So let's talk about this today because I'm very excited about that beautiful metal. Now, we are suffering a really high rise in the price of this beautiful white metal here. Gold hit over $3,500 today. That is an all-time record, $3,516 as a recording of this video right now. Silver, you know, it's $40.66 the last time I checked. It could be a little more, a little less. You know, I think it's on the roll. It's on the move. In my opinion, I think she should be hitting 50 pretty soon, if not 60, if not 70, if not 80, if not 90, within the next few years or a year. I don't really know. It's incredibly volatile, but there's a lot of good things that are happening to silver. Now, you could ask this information either on Bing or Google. You get different answers, which is the best. But I just remember from a lot of articles in the past that we've had a lot of big shortages that happen in the LBMA. It's being controlled by China, the big China. They're cornering the market, basically. And a lot of the silver that they have, it's unreported. There's been massive shortages. There was a multitude of times where I've read that they ran out completely in the past 5 years, since 2019, 2020, somewhere in that range. We're in a silver squeeze right now. Usually the mining sector has been basically getting an average of like 890 million ounces of silver a year. And we're going through 1.1 billion right now. That's a deficit. And if there's any like locked up silver in these silver holdings, the Colmax and stuff like that, it's just going to run out. You know this is going to happen. It's a time bomb. It's ticking, and it's going to happen soon. So I just want to read to you this article that is on Google as AI overview. Yes, there's a significant silver shortage widely expected in 2025. We all know this, okay? This is the fifth year consecutively that they've had a structured market deficit where demand exceeds supply, driven by primarily the sourcing of industrial demand. The sectors like computer chips, solar panels, and EV batteries. Okay, so there's massive shortages, and also you have countries like China and Russia that are buying it up like crazy. You got the BRICS and all that other stuff. They buy gold as well, gold and silver. They just kind of go together, and so we're running into this problem right now. The tariffs, it did cause a little bit of an uptick when he first did the tariffs, and then in April of 2025, no tariffs in the United States that I know of, just no tariffs. But right now, I mean, silver has been basically doing very well this summer. Gold's just been sitting pretty much within the $3,300 to $3,400 range for 3 months. Silver's been catching up, and I think it's going to hit an all-time record. Right now, it's 13 to 14 years it hasn't been this high. It's really nice to see $40 silver. Would I keep buying it? Yes. Yes, I do. This is why. September 16th, that's coming up in about 2 weeks. Fed meetings. They're going to have a 1/4 point interest rate prediction that is going to go down, possibly a 1/2 point. Possibly 1/2 point. Why? Why is this good? It's bullish for metals. It's going to go up. Okay. I don't know. It could go up $3 to $4 or $5. It could go up 10%, and it could retract. You guys got to understand, when silver gets like this and it gets high, you got to think about retraction. You could see a pullback of $3 to $4 every so often. But overall, if we look at this chart right here, where has silver been? Silver was right around $28 an ounce, And today we're sitting at just a little over $40 an ounce. That is right around a $12 increase in only 1 year. And I do not feel like silver is going to slow down anytime soon. It's being pumped right now as we speak. Now, the big news that I want to tell you about, you guys know about this, and it's the solid state batteries. Solid state batteries for EVs coming in 2026 and 2027. We're already in a deficit. We've already talked about the LBMA being in a deficit. It's ran out at least 1 or 2 times in the past 5 years, and they've had terrible shortages, delays in sending out large shipments of silver to mints across the world. And what is going to happen with these solid state batteries, and why do they want the solid state batteries versus these lithium batteries? Well, you know, a lot of people have been having their houses burned down because they forgot they're charging their Tesla in their car, in their garage. It starts on fire. Lithium is explosive when you have like high humidity and moisture. Any moisture that gets in contact with that metal, it'll start on fire. It's a liability. And it takes a while to charge. It gets too hot. Well, the solid state batteries, they'll charge fully in about 45 minutes. The distance traveled, the time that you can use that is doubled. Okay, and it stays cool because silver is the highest thermal conductive metal on the planet. We all know that. That's why they love this metal. It's a very, very special metal. They use it for space exploration. There's 15,000 different applications. It's the shiniest metal on the planet. You use it as mirrors. It kills bacteria in water. It has so many different applications, medically, technologically, and advancing our civilization. Silver is incredibly, incredibly important for human civilization and for us to expand as a species. The solid state batteries is a fantastic thing. They're also making much better, more reliable, solid state solar panels that you can purchase for your own home. If you're planning on being off grid and you're tired of paying those extra electrical bills, you know, this is a very exciting news indeed for all consumers out there that are either purchasing a new home or they want to renovate an existing home. And it might be a really good investment because I feel like these new solar panels are going to last a lot longer. They're not going to degrade so quickly like the current ones that they had, say, 5 years ago. They have updated and made these a little thicker, but they're having even better ones coming out very, very soon, alongside with the new solid state battery technology. Hello everybody, you know, I don't normally do silver stacking videos. I'm more of the numismatic stacking sort of community, and you know, I do know plenty about silver, and that's why I've been buying it for a long time. I have a personal stack myself. My goal is basically to buy some land and have some financial freedom. I'm just trying to be a little personable here. The first part of the video was more of a generalized for everybody. And I just think it's good news for you guys to be excited about silver. And, you know, don't be kicking the can down the road. If you're at the coin show and you see a couple rounds of silver that you want, you know, why don't you buy them instead of be like, nah, I'm not going to this time. There's a lot of happening in the market. It is on fire. It's absolutely on fire. I understand, you know, the further the price of silver rises, the further back you're going to be offered if you're trying to sell. So currently, you know, if silver is at 40, round 40, just a nice round number, and you go to a dealer, they're probably going to, you know, purchase it at 37, $3 under. And that's pretty much the norm. It could be $3.50. So basically, if silver went to like 50, then they'd probably be offering around $4.50 back of spot, and so on. The higher the price goes, the more it could possibly retract, and that's the way the market is today when it comes to retailers, merchants that are purchasing and selling silver. They all understand the market. Okay, sometimes people would be really perturbed that silver's at 40. Why can't I get 40? Well, it's because we're selling them for like 50 cents under. People don't really want to pay $40 for a round of silver, like something like this, $40. Like look at it. Here's the old price, 38. You know, it just keeps moving. I have to get a new flip or redo all my prices. That's why the majority of the things I have no prices on there. I just go and list and look at the list and see what the prices are currently when they're up for sale. But anyway, it's just fascinating to see. This is going to spark a lot of more interest in the metals. Again, it was stagnant for a while, but there's going to be a lot of buzz around, and you'll see a lot of this information on the news soon, and that's really going to cause a lot of speculation and FOMO in the market. And where are they going to get the silver from, guys? If people aren't buying it from the public as much as they were, and the price keeps rising because of demand, who's buying it? Somebody's buying that silver. Think about it. Somebody's buying that silver. It's industry. It's COMEX. Big tech. They need that silver. So if you have a big amount of silver, the silver's up high, and you sell it, goes to a dealer. It goes to a wholesaler if they can't sell it and make a buck. Goes to a wholesaler. If those wholesalers can't sell it and have a contract to sell that within a week or two timeline, it goes and gets refined. When it gets refined, what happens to those? Turns into COMEX bars, goes into solid state batteries, goes into computer chips, goes into solar panels, and so on. Just for humanity and the advancement of our technology, that's where silver is going. And it's incredibly exciting for that. But I would never want to melt any silver. That would make me cry. You see a beautiful American silver eagle like this, I wouldn't want to see that melted down. This was gorgeous. That's me. I'm a collector. I love this stuff. But people would also say, why are you selling your silver? But hey, you got to understand. A seasonal coin dealer, full-time coin dealer, you're going to be germinating more silver in and out all the time. It doesn't matter. If I'm making money on this load here, I'll make money on the next load as well. We all purchase it at the right price where the market is, and we sell it at the right price where the market is currently. If it looks like we're going to have a dip, everybody talks about it. Man, now I'm going to be breaking even on this silver. Or it goes up and they're like, yay, they're so happy. Now they're profiting an extra buck or two because they bought smart, it rose, and they're selling it at a very, very constructive price. So hope you guys liked this video. I enjoyed making this, scripted this out, so we have some real tangible information. I know this is some high-class YouTube entertainment here, but I'm trying my best here. Smash that like button. I really appreciate that. And in a couple weeks, I'll have a coin show, and I'll review that, and I'll see you on the next one. You have a fantastic day.